Hello, hello. What is up? What's up, Inamaru? What's up, Tomzo? What's up, Panda? We got a mage here to start off with, so. What's up, Leo Brasa? What's up, Aldaris? Do some mage things. I don't hate this, to be honest, but I think Imp is just, you know, it's better tempo. A Fire Silver Bog Beast. They forgot to put 3 cards in this pack. There's only 1 card. I don't have Golden Duster. I should golden that, but yeah. Spells are fun, so fun. Oh, why do they have to do this? I mean, there's only one choice, right? 12 wins for a sub? Surely, right? Surely. I do have the overlay off. Always out? Surely. I guess it's just Arcane Worm. I feel like in Mage right now, you just take everything that goes face, unless it's like, unless you're giving up massive, massive value. Because it's just good to be able to kill people with it. Last time I had a Deathborn, it was really good. Shit. I want the Fireball, but I think you take first Amulet. It's rough. We're gonna really regret it if we get offered another Amulet, but I don't get Amulets as often as other people. Surely. Ooh, Arcanist could be really good, actually. Arcanist Deathborn, that's a hell of a thing. I'd be taking it only for that combo, really. Yeah. It's an interesting one. Sweeper's out. I don't need a 3. Sweeper is the worst card here by a wide margin. Not that wide margin, but it's clearly worst here. Yeah, I might just take Dive over Hippogriff, because we already have like Fire Sale and Night Captain that kind of do the same, and Deathborn that all kind of do the same thing. Thoughts on Sweeper? It's not a great card. I mean, if you happen to have like the Mech Dredge, it's good, but usually you don't. It's a subpar 3-drop. Probably grab this over Ooze. If we had Nagas, you could definitely consider the other guy. I mean, Alchemist is great, but This is one of those things where it's like, I really like the suspicious cards because I do think I use them pretty well, but also I'm a streamer and I don't think that's a big problem for me particularly, but if there's ever a time where I should lean away, it's when it's up against pretty much an equal card anyway, right? I should probably just lean away from it. This one's weird too, because like, it could be tricky sometimes just to... You end up giving your opponent good things a lot, or getting something useless. Just grab that. Scale bean's fine, I guess. Don't really want that, but it's okay. If I grab a jellyfish here, shopkeep just to trade it really wouldn't be the worst thing. But I really don't want this. It's too much anyway. This can potentially go for the burn strat, although we don't really have enough like arcane bolts yet. But jellyfish Deathborn is also just a thing. It could have been like the same combo as essentially the 2-drop we didn't take. The opponent, honestly, I trick opponents pretty consistently with the suspicious cards. I think the mage one is hard just because it could be tricky to get something of... The thing is that you can often get like a one they're not going to pick, but then you have to pick something that's useless. So it gets really weird. You'll often take something like Flame Strike, where you just don't mind if they have it, because you're the defensive player or something. That's when it's really good. That's why it has such a high win rate, because that scenario happens a lot, and that's just really useful. Man, are we hot streak gamers? This is too good, though. This is too good. One of these things. There's the second amulet, but I can take a blizzard now. Do I want a blizzard? I might just prefer a second amulet, honestly. I should make Arcane Worm golden, I just realized. This is a weird one because, like, either way, not picking Blizzard is greedy here. But also, taking Blizzard for the control mirror is really bad. Like, I have to choose which matchup I want to win here. The nice thing about the amulet is that you can always trade it, right? And then we can potentially still trade into our Fire Sale or Deathborn, our Spell Discoverers, to still have anti-aggro anyway. I feel like that makes me lean into it, because the Blizzard is just useless in control matchups a lot of the time. And you can't trade it. Oh, let me fix the chat thing. So we will be greedy. Oh my god. I mean, we have to go. Kalecgos is basically a hot streak, right? With 2 amulets. Savara Frozen Touch is, I mean, is really good, but Kalecgos, because it essentially ramps our 10s, isn't even a greedy pick. It's actually kind of a tempo pick, it seems like. So I think Savara really is like one of the greediest cards in the game if you think about it, because you have to like draw it and then you have to activate it with 3 spells, which just takes time, you know? This is greedy because it's a 9 mana card, but I feel like with 2 amulets you just got it right. Sinfield Golem? No. Is it ever Arms Dealer with what we have? Probably not. Hmm. Ah. The thing that's awkward is that, like, these arcane worms are gonna fuck up the sorceress every time. Or more often than we would want it to. I don't really want a berserker, but I mean, we don't have any fours. I should probably take it. It's so bad for the hunter matchup. Uh, I mean, and I really don't want that thing. Just silence it. The only way we can silence it is polymorphing it. You can play it and then polymorph it. They never expect it. What we may have to do a lot of the time is we may have to like burn some of our spells to actually do the sorceress. Like the sorceress has real upside. The one thing that could be a problem is that sometimes the sorceress won't even work. They might not even have spells. But you know, we have real upside and I want the taunt, but I also want a 4-drop. This is also tough. His Berserker's a lot better than... typically a lot better than Bloodied Knight. I wouldn't even consider a Bloodied Knight here. I might just take the taunt, honestly. The question would become, like, is our deck good enough at tempo to just not take damage against Hunter? Because if you don't take damage, then Berserker's fine, right? It might be. It's not always going to be. We have 4 1-drops, right? Berserker's the aggro pick. I've had Sorceress be good and I've had Sorceress be bad. It's very weird. It's not going to be bad that often. It's just weird because this is actually really good too. I'm worried about the arcane bolts. Like, what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to be like actively dumping our hand of our spells in ways that we don't really want to be doing. I think it's too bad to skip this when our 4-drop slot is so empty. It's rough. Easy pick there. Oh man, that's amazing. Okay. That covers our weakness that we just created as well, partially. That is amazing. I need to gold in this card too. I mean, this is good. Wow, even Gorilla Bot's really good here, but probably not better than this. Probably this. I do like Taskmaster, or I used to like Taskmaster, but it's probably just not good enough anymore. Take Merchant, and honestly, we're just going to be trading it a lot, but that's fine. And probably First Flame. Yeah, this was part of the... We would have gotten so punished. Can you imagine how hard we would have been punished had we taken that, the 6-drop now? Like, you wouldn't want to take this, the Wisdom would have sucked, like, oh my god. Would have been horrible. We really dodged a bullet here. Yeah, I think I want that Overbunker. It's an 83 rated mage. We went 12 with a 78, so, okay. Yom Vanderstope with the Prime sub. Welcome, welcome. Hear me out, chat. We can mulligan this away, or we can keep it in our hand so that we can spend our first mana trading it away. And showing our opponent that we have it. I really need a gold in this card. Do I want a Knight Captain? I don't know if I actually want a Geist against a Death Knight. I probably... Well, I keep this for sure. This is the one where I'm not sure if it's worth it. You'll... Good YouTube video yesterday. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I ended up like basically not streaming yesterday because of putting that together. I spent a little more time than I planned on it. Turn 1 amulet trade. It's completely troll. You would never want to. If you have like the only thing is that if you have the rogue weapon, you could, and in constructed you do keep it to trade it, like that's a thing. But otherwise you would never intentionally do that. Especially not when you have like, particularly not when you actually have 1-drops to find. You would just never keep something to trade it. There's no reason. I almost want this, but this could even be a Volcanomancy. Do I want to make the Runed Orb free, or do I just want a whole lot of value? This is like needlessly greedy, right? I think the snowman is just super needlessly greedy. Yo, Quantum. What's up for 2 months? Welcome back, welcome back. Not sure if this is worth it, but I'll go ahead and do it. This is just an amulet out of my deck. Probably prefer... Oh, I could take Ice... I could actually just take Ice Blood Tower. Oh. I have so many small spells too. I'll take this. If I had drawn more of my small spells... The thing is, a lot of my small spells can shoot my own guys and stuff. Or, like, you know, you might just polymorph something that you don't want to polymorph. If we had a few too... If we didn't have so many of those kind of things, it would actually be kind of good. So, this is gonna be a reckless. Why you gotta be so reckless? I did that completely off tone. Also, it's Heartless, not Reckless. We're taking back number 1. I'm on a different server right now, so... I forget how many, I don't know, I'm like somewhere around halfway on this server to 30, so... For now, we're just trying to do that. I don't know exactly, I'm like somewhere around halfway. It'd be like... At the rate we're going, within a week, we'll be at 30. Yeah, they sped up Reckless Apprentice by a lot. Thank God, that was a miserable animation. What's up, Spawn? How you doing? His face? Yeah, he's trying to kill us. Which he probably should be doing. I think we have Cold Case. I guess we just play this turn. One thing is, volatile skeletons, they are undead, right? So I would set this up technically, but I can't really... I can't really play this next turn anyway, because I don't have anything to play with it, so... I think we just play this. Okay, it looks like he's putting 5 damage into our minions, so... It's not the end of the world. We also have an active Knight Captain. Okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. I can go Cold Case Flurry here. The other thing I can do... Yeah, the issue is we don't have our Deathborn. And this might have been... Damn, this might have been the Blizzard. Oh. Yeah, I think we gotta go 4 and 2 here. We'll have to see what he chooses to do with this. A little awkward. Because you trade the amulet if you want to just... You can trade the amulet with the Knight Captain, just hopes that you hit one of the AoEs. You get 2 draws for one of them, but the odds aren't that great. Subsigodi item. We appear to be getting smarked out of our minds. What is the best defensive play here? Knight Captain half the time doesn't clear.
Much to ponder.
I can do this to increase the odds slightly. And a 6/16. What about the 6/6 implies that he has to deal with it? You know, there's no... Our 6/6 does not... He had a clean answer, so we did it, but like... Part of the problem is that the 6/6 absolutely does not need to be dealt with. We appear to have dodged a bullet here, though. Alright, we'll try to get another armor spell, maybe. I probably just take this. Probably just take this. It's insane the amount of value I've been skipping this whole time. I've skipped 2 Build-A-Snowmans. Taking like all this stuff that doesn't actually do anything. It's just, next turn we're just gonna have to rip the Caligos amulet probably.
The streets are not safe.
Like, I don't absolutely have to here. I could wait, is the one thing. We could do the alibi turn and set up everything else. That's totally an option. Or I don't even have to alibi, I guess. I probably would. I don't know. I think this might be wrong, but... fine. Okay. Alright, if I knew what had happened, I could have done that better, but... I very clearly did not have enough time. Dude, I had to do that. At least we get a water elemental, probably. That was off of an ice blood tower. Damn.
Inside voices, please.
Cone snap freeze. There's bad things that can get pulled out of my deck. Do I want this, or do I just use it? I think I just use it. Maybe I should have played this while I could. He's not killing us right now, though. It doesn't seem like he is. He hasn't been this whole time. In fact, I should have used the alibi this turn, because the issue is now we're not going to have lethal. Because you prevent the lifesteal with the alibi.
Just keep casting.
Man, I'm so close. But I guess now alibi saves us anyway. Try this first. See if we can get lethal here. It's likely to be lethal. I can't die, right, if I just play this?
Insolence!
So I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I think this is fine. Maybe there's a more precise way to do this, but... One of the other things I was afraid of. That was a weird game just to find, like... I don't know what the most precise way to do all of that was. That's why tempo is scary, right? I mean, he had like a vastly inferior deck to ours. And he just still just almost killed us. Because he had 2 weapons.
Celeste versus Uther. Your judgment begins.
The possibilities are endless.
I'll just keep Mr. Duster. Peaches and Regalia with the tier 1 sub. What's up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. T-Mac, thanks for the follow.
What'll wet your whistle?
Lizard, learn to shuffle your decks.
It was not
He coined that, you can't coin a true silver now, at least. I guess we do this and ping next turn, maybe? What's funny though is that you're actually not wasting your time by doing that, because that did mean both amulets were on the top, right? Like otherwise, if you didn't do that, then you would have just drawn the other amulet immediately and you'd just be losing, right? I actually might need Shooting Star over Frozen Touch here, because I need to pop a board full of Divine Shields, probably. I think I do. I think I'll take Snowman here, though. I could take Jellyfish. Making that really expensive is kind of bad, though. Yo, Health froze with a Prime sub for 2 months. Welcome back.
This can't be good.
Completely unclearable board. It's kind of bad for us. Alright, well I can Runedorb that, and then I can just try to discover more answers. I almost don't want a minion on board. Because he's just going to pop this and get an extra Divine Shield. What on earth am I supposed to do about that though? Yeah, I don't think it's fine, I guess. Is Life Sentence ever better than this? Could be. I doubt it though. It's better, Blizzard. Blizzard into Deathborn. This is probably better than this, right? Might not be. Maybe. Dealing less damage might actually be better. And the freeze might be better. I'm in Trollden, I am. I got wrecked. He chose not to do it, it's interesting. Good time to Deathborn? Not right now. Probably just Blizzard. I don't know what else I can really do here. I might have to go ping Fire Sale. We'll see how Deathborn looks next turn, I guess. Fuck's sake.
Reporting for duty.
So Deathborn Build-A-Snowman is fine. He gets 2/2/2s immediately afterwards. It just sucks that this doesn't cost 1, so I can't like use it here first. But I guess Deathborn Build-A-Snowman's fine. I'll still have this for the next set of Divine Shields, which are just literally never gonna go away. I don't know what else I can... Because you could also ping this in Fire Sale. And just kill off a whole bunch more stuff. Which would also set up Knight Captain on here, which actually looks kind of... It's probably better, right? I've convinced myself. And I guess I play this too. Such a bizarre trade unless you knew what we had.
A thirst beyond death. A thirst beyond death.
He's not using the Divine Shields this turn? Oh no. I need to do some investigation to this one.
A thirst beyond death.
Oh my god.
A thirst beyond death. Quickly.
Yeah. Well, one way or the other, I mean, even though he doesn't have a hard read on it at all, he 100% knows we have Deathborn somehow. That's been made very clear. He's randomly playing around it. I guess we go Shooting Star, Deathborn. God, that's only 2 though. We're just gonna have to YOLO the amulet, I guess, next turn. We might need to just, draw Caligos. And hit like a Flame Strike or something, that might be a route. We could try to rip one off of, Volpera too. Or Importer. Because Importer might be higher odds, actually. Because we have so many spells. Triple Buckler, my god. So, let me do some math. So what are the odds that we actually... Card type spell. There's 46 spells. We only have... Yeah. The odds are pretty bad. It's probably higher odds we hit taunt and stuff. Although, like, we're gonna die to equality or some shit anyway, even if we hit it, but... The odds of Flame Strike is still just too low, I think. Yeah, worst targets. Actually, the worst two targets is a Templar Captain too. Yeah. Well, there's like nothing in this game that could beat that, so... That's just, I mean... That was a that's the highest rated deck I've ever played against, actually, 100%. That was a 91 rated deck from what we saw. That's actually the best deck I've ever seen. I'm not even being... I say that to be superlative sometimes, but at least according to the tracker, that is 100% the best deck I've ever seen in my life. That was a 91. We only saw like 7 cards though, so like, you know, we didn't have to see his whole deck because he only needed like 7 cards to automatically win, right? But that was 100% the best deck I've ever encountered in Arena, period. At least from our side. I think that's crazy. That wasn't even a Chinese super deck either. That was just a deck a guy drafted. Was a Chinese super deck. So when you see those those names that are just random characters, what those are, I don't see them that much personally, but like it does happen sometimes where you see those names that are just random characters, and what those are is those are bot accounts who essentially they bought a bunch of gold and then they farm for arena entries, and then they just retire decks that aren't broken until they find one that's broken. And then you'll see someone occasionally queue a deck that just is literally unmatchable. It does not happen very often, but it is a thing. I think I will grab this Reborn, even though I could play a big 4-drop, but this might also just activate your opponent's, like, things here. This is fine, I guess. I was thinking maybe play Wildfire instead, but... That's the thing that's really funny though, is like the only reason, like, If Buckler just gave a full board of Divine Shields, it wouldn't have even been that. Like, without game wouldn't have even been unwinnable for us. But it's the fact that the Buckler also dealt 18 damage to our face. Like, that's the only reason we died. Why does that card have that effect on top of being 3 mana deal 6? That is insane. That card is just so absurd. A 5 mana spell give your minions Divine Shield. Wasn't that in core for a while? That was in core the first year, wasn't it? Or, I mean, the Druid one that was also really bad was in core. I might be confusing it with that one. I'm gonna play around Hellfire. Oh, we wasted our Scourge on this game. Tragic. God damn it. I don't even know if this is a high roll for this deck, though. Because we already have Caligo's Amulet, like, do I really need this? Maybe this is, maybe it's a high roll that we're getting the Scourge out of the way when we don't need it. How good is a vanilla 2/3 weapon for 3? You wouldn't draft it, but it's not that bad. It's not that far off of what you would actually take. Because it's worse than a 3/2 weapon, and a 3/2 weapon is like a below average card now at this point. But it's not that much worse. Sometimes it's better, right? But you would say it's on average worse than a 3/2 weapon. Pick 4 in your mage. You pick Lorthamar or Prester. There's not really a wrong pick there. They're kind of close, I think. They do similar things. Lorthamar is slightly harder to get down, but also probably better on average. And more consistent, but Prester's a Boulder Fist Ogre. What about a 2/3 weapon for 2 with 1 overload? Probably worse, to be honest. Overload is so painful nowadays. It's not that it ever wasn't painful, but like it's really painful now. Hot streak! You can have more wildfire though. No! I'm not sure if I had lethal or something. I probably had lethal, I'm gonna be honest, but I just wasn't even looking for it. Did I just have lethal straight with burn? I totally did, right? Who's at 11? Not that turn, because these weren't active yet. That's kind of insane. So I've actually had the, I've had the Lorthamar Prester choice, so I think I chose Lorthamar. It kind of depends. Is Overload even a thing? Like, are they phasing out Overload completely? Because the thing is that Overload just kind of... It's honestly just... It was never a great mechanic in the first place, I feel like. and it hasn't aged well. You know? If you play Wildfire, yeah, your Wildfire stack. You can play as many Wildfires as you want. If you get a bunch of Wildfires, you can make your hero power deal like 1,000,000 damage. I don't know if they're gonna try to force Overload to be a thing again, because they did. It was pretty recent that Overload Shaman was a thing, but it's not right now. Damn, did I have freeze on the other thing too?
This can't be good.
I can go ping First Flame, I can build a snowman, and I could build a snowman and ping off the 1/1. That might be, that's probably better. I don't want to leave 3 damage on board to just kill the snowman. Fireguard Destroyer, that one was tilting though. Ping double First Flame just clears here. Seems pretty good. You don't think Overload is why Shaman feels bad right now? Yeah, I mean, balance in Arena is always just, you know, is mostly separate issues. A lot of it is up to... Right now they haven't done any modifications, but you know, a lot of it typically is just modifications they choose to do. What am I supposed to do here? Nothing really sucks for us. Am I supposed to Knight Captain it? If you scale Bane, he's just gonna kill your 6/1, so... But you can't kill both on board, actually, but still... Which is the Cobalt, he needs 1 damage to full clear. And doesn't he he literally has a Spring Paw in his hand. He literally has the Spring Paw token. So like, this just doesn't work. There's a world, this might be better. Yeah, he's gonna set up his own Knight Captain, right? I think this is better. Because he's gonna trade the 1/6 into the 3/1, you would imagine. This thing's always risky to play against weapon. The thing is that no one actually knows how weapons work against this thing, so usually you never get punished for it. It's really the exception rather than the rule. It's actually one of those funny things that literally no one knows how weapons interact with this card. I should say this and then not actually mention how it works. And then people will be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Oh my god. I believe we're dead. Boom! Always face. I think they always go face, right? So I guess Shooting Star, is that worth it though? It's like I had to spend 3 mana to do that. Probably not better than getting Knight Captain down. It's not terrible though. Like, I mean, is it gonna get better? Probably not. It would be nice to potentially hit like a Flame Strike here. Should probably do that actually, just to try to hit a flame strike. I think this is higher odds than Scoundrel. The thing is the flame strike might be in the mystery choice, but I can't get Deathborn off of this. I could get Deathborn off of this. But I'm already planning on AoEing, so... I can play that on turn 9. You get Nova too? Nova doesn't exist. You get Kona Cold. Try to hit. God, they're all 6/6s now. Jesus. There's the cone. I'm gonna want that. I was planning on doing this turn, but now I could cone. But I probably need a cone next turn. Now the question becomes, how much do I want this two-face damage? I think I want it enough. I need to get that damage in. Okay, I think he just died. Yo, Mafandi with the raid. Oh wow, he's being so conservative with his stuff. Thanks for the raid, Mafandi. Well, we have quite the intense game right now. Because, I mean, he's just dead, right? Surely? We just push all of this damage. I'm wondering if I even... The thing is that right now we're just pressuring him, but if I do the Arcane Bolt face, it's kind of like jigs up, he's gonna know, but... Fuck it. Thanks for the raid, Mafandi. You don't know Mafandi? Check him out, he's a great arena streamer. Pretty high, you're really high on the leaderboard, right? I believe. Exactly where. You think he's already on to you trying to kill him? He didn't trade with that 6 damage though. You know, he could have killed 2 of our damage off and didn't. He seems to be losing the race. Boom! Play a discovered pyro. Imagine if I tried to fireball him for BM, not seeing that he had an Annoyotron on board, and then lost. Wouldn't that be great? That would never happen. We would never make these kind of mistakes. That doesn't very closely resemble something I've done before. Surely.
Celeste versus Ayen.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, I'll just keep this. The last game, though, is a great example of why Mage is so good right now, though. Like, Because realistically, we should have never been able to win that game. But we just did an immense amount of mage bullshit.
There be no treasure 6 feet under.
To be honest, I never expected going in, but apparently this is like the best card in Rogue, like period. Outside of like a couple legendaries. I mean, I thought it would be good, I didn't think it was that good. According to the stats, I'm pretty sure it's like actually the best card in the class, like period. It's behind Cutlass Courier, which is also really good because it draws Jolly Roger. But yeah, nothing matches Seraphine and Krakatoa for obvious reasons. What is my IQ? I've never taken a reliable IQ test. I took shitty online once, but... years and years ago. My IQ is also probably a lot lower than it used to be, I would guess. I think I'll just do this now. According to the internet, everyone's brilliant. Well, that's what you do if you make an IQ test online. You just make an IQ test that everyone scores well on, so then they all feel really good about it themselves, right? They haven't invented the number for my IQ yet. Yeah, they don't make numbers that high. They stopped making numbers around the trillions range, and that just wasn't enough. So the animation's still slow to you. Really? Maybe that's the case. It might be in here, right? There's some of these. Maybe it's like one of these settings that actually changes it. So this is okay, but it doesn't feel great to let him have like either of these trades really. We can go
Much to ponder.
I feel like I like this and Cold Case. Next turn we have like this ping probably. Yeah, one of these I think it is the I think this option didn't used to be there. And that has some impacts in other parts. Yeah, I didn't realize that this was tied to that. Keep thinking I can see by accident. I've never done that. So I guess we'll start with this. I guess I'm always playing this, huh? So we'll just do this here. See where this goes. And then try to kill this off. Yeah, so if I think it would have been worth the Arcane Bolt had it not killed it, but it did, so. It's funny because at the same time it's really good that we had such a scrappy tempo opening for our deck that we're not dying here, but also honestly we would have been better off having a greedier opening, like not having good tempo and then just drawing Deathborn. That would have just been better. Oh my god, he's a Sinstone Graveyard Gamer. I think we lost chat. We're getting, is Scalebane getting kidnapped here? Probably. Surely not, though. definitely playing around double cross here. It's not worth getting 1 damage and potentially giving him 2 cards. Can you post screenshots here? Yeah. We'll go with Pop is that. Mage is kind of weak against Hunter in your case. What do you think? Yeah, that's definitely true. Hunter's always historically been a counter to Mage. That's part of the reason why Cold Case is like the best card in Mage right now, is because it kind of flips it on its head. Not entirely, but a little bit, you know. But yeah, Mage is almost always a counter to. Or Hunter is almost always a counter Mage, I mean. We have a lot of damage here, do I just go for it? Let's just do this and see what happens. Get more damage here. That was Spider, okay. Try to hit more burn. This is all not good. More burn. I made it expensive though. I guess I'll just kill this then. Vengeful. The thing is I can't really kill the 1/1. I would have to like go out of my way to kill the 1/1, which just, you know, kind of ruins the whole point. Because I guess like I could have, instead of like first flaming the 4/4, I could have just first flamed the 1/1. Which would have been super sus, but just get more burn. More burn. I just need to make this cheaper, right? Or just get more burn. More burn. More burn. More burn. Oh, that's not lethal. That's lethal. More burn. Mage is fun to play against. Our opponent loves us. Let's just use the -1 button to talk about how much our opponent enjoyed playing this game. They might need to. Maybe it's not okay to have a class have this much burn in arena, but I don't know. Just let it always be me and not my opponent, and then it's great. Just don't let my opponent do that. Only I can do that.
Celeste versus Illyria.
The possibilities are endless.
I would rather not die to a hunter. Could we just not die to a hunter, please? That would be nice. Should I keep this? This card's mulligan win rate is actually slightly low, but that doesn't account for the fact that it happens to be up against hunter. It might still be a toss though. Especially not keeping. I think I'll toss it. Your opponent had an Omega buff to Neptulon, and you Savory Deviate delighted it off of Prismatic Elemental. That's pretty pong.
Tracking my movements.
Insert joke about saving coin for Caligos.
The courage of man shall not.
Are you fucking kidding me? We appear to have been annihilated, chat. I might want this actually. Yo, get Hearthstone with subscribing for 6 months in advance, 10 months in a row. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that thing's kind of bad for us. So here's the thing. I can't Volcanomancy this turn. We're probably just going to. Thank God, he doesn't have 6 mana, so we can't get rat comboed again. I should probably. I feel like I should just do whatever and then just hope that next board is easier to clear. Would I rather have Wildfire ever than Rindorm? Because I could just play this now. I still probably prefer Rindorm, but I think maybe not. I don't know. I know, it's like Rindorm could give Wildfire, which is pretty cool. I guess I should kill this too. You probably don't have to kill that, but it might be a poor use of resources, but we have a lot of resources, so.
Now they're angry.
It's not about like losing the resource from a resource perspective, like not from a value perspective. It's more about losing the ability to just kill something with it later. Huh. This is like not even worth Volcanomancy. Do I just Raider then? I have the Frozen Touch infused, but there's also just nothing worth Frozen Touching. I guess we just play this. There's a chance it just gets sniped for free though by the weapon. Wow, that was really lucky that he did it that way, so we didn't take a bunch of damage. New Spire takes the Sun initiative, basically. Okay, Volcanomancy is really good on that, so I clear this board, right? I think I want to Rundorb more. I want to get the Spell Discover more than I want to like get a 1-2 down. Like getting a 1-2 down doesn't seem that relevant. Would have been useful. Do I ever actually take this? It's currently my best spell for Caligos. And it would help us find like Amulet and stuff. Does this work? I hope so. If it doesn't, I'll look really dumb. Jellyfish for bear. That's reasonable. I don't know that he has one right now. He might though. That's reasonable enough. Turns out it works, chat. Because yeah, I think it's play order for Deathrattle. That's what I assumed anyway. Just discover more shit. At this point, do I just take this to try to hit a combo off of it? Maybe. I could take this and play with Arcane Worm.
Much to ponder.
I kind of like that. Am I just taking a barrier now? I actually just want barrier, don't I? I'm playing this deck 100% like it's a constructed deck, basically, right? Like my my whole Discover decision making is 100% like constructed and not even remotely arena-like. Yeah, that's all I was worried about. So, I kind of need to do this. I think this happens and we figure out whatever the hell else we're gonna do. Which probably involves jellyfishing that. I think it's gonna involve jellyfishing this. I could just go Fire Sale, Second Flame to clear fully. If I do this, it's... I'd have to like coin something. This seems fine, I guess. Because like if you do the other thing, you're not killing off the 3/3. You're effectively taking 3 on this anyway, or you're giving the choice between 3 damage on your face or this. So, holy fuck. Okay then. It's one of those games I see. We still do this, right? We might Ice Barrier. We'll see if we get a better answer for that thing. Well, that was all completely useless. I mean, this isn't completely useless. Constructed versus constructed. Can you imagine actually playing Alexstrasza in Constructed Hunter, though? Like, that would never be a thing. Yeah, I don't know what I need, so I'm just gonna take Discover, and then that'll do something, surely, right? Well, yeah, there's like, well, I don't know, you wouldn't even run Alexstrasza in any OTK deck or anything, right? Anymore. There's better things. Right now I have 8. I can't kill off a minion is the problem. We just need like any damage here, right? That will do. Right, that'll do. He's at 10. Oh no, that's 1 off. I have to do this, right? Yeah, I have to do this. Arena game ball. I need a break after that one. I'll queue when I come back. I'll be back. I'll be gone for like a minute or two, but I'll be back. Ugh. Alrighty. Quick shower break? Pretty much, yes.
Celeste versus Anduin. The fight shall bring victory.
The possibilities are endless.
It seems pretty good.
An empty pew for you and your guest.
Or the emote's not working. I tried refreshing it, maybe it'll work now. It's not a 7TV thing, is it? Okay, maybe I just needed to refresh it. Oh, fuck me. Well, I don't want Finley, so there's no reason to take that. It could totally be either one. I feel like it's more likely to be Alex though, but I'll take this. Nice. Cause I think he should have taken Alex, personally. But I think he took the number 2 choice, which was the Colossal. Is what happened, so he cacked himself. Because I seriously think his correct choice was the Alex Straza. Yo, Gateway back for 17 months. Welcome back, almost up to the shiny blue badge. Guess I'll take this. In theory, the imp works too, but this prevents him from like buffing it more, which he might do. This seems plenty alright to me. You definitely go here, you definitely go here. I mean, I thought I still had coin. I guess I'm going ping 2 drop here. Just like, I don't have another play, huh? Yeah. I mean, you could get the imp out at the cost of the arcane bolt, but that would just be really stupid. Well, my logic is why you wouldn't want to take the Colossal is because, like, I'm a mage. You're giving me healing. Like, you're the priest. Your advantage is that you can heal, right? So I wouldn't want to give my opponent... Like, you don't want... Generally, you wouldn't want to give a class its weakness, so you wouldn't want to give mage healing. But, I mean, he's clearly... It seems like he's trying to win the value game, right? So, that may flip that on its head a little bit. Dakota, thanks for the follow. What do I want to do here? So, I could just play the most expensive card. Tomb Barons is better, frankly, than a 5/5 right now, but... And I can do that too. But yeah, I guess I do... It's just a little weird because, I'm gonna be inefficient with this, but I guess that's okay. He's gonna kill this too, probably. I could... Oh no, I have to trade it to do this anyway. I think this is fine. And want to have the option to do this next turn, although I'm really going to want to use this at some point. Scale Bean, I think this is just better than a 5/5, personally. Turns out it wasn't. Well, we'll see if he has Light of Burns, then this was still better. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No! My Frozen Touch efficiency! It's fine, we get a better trade that way. You go here. Am I just gonna play a Yeti? I could play a Yeti. I can play this to try to get an even bigger merchant later. This is weak to the, actually this is weak to the Colossal that we know that he has, so it would be better to play this, honestly, but, or this, but I guess this is fine. We're not that weak to AoE right now. Hold out for Ogre, exactly, right? But yeah, from what we've learned, like, this guy's definitely trying to win the value game. He's trying to outvalue us. So, you know, unlike all those other games where we picked, like, every anti-value option, every Discover we're picking the highest value option right now. And that's, like, unnegotiable, basically. We haven't really had any Discovers yet, but once we start having those choices, we're taking, like, every value card. Yeah, I don't know, this doesn't seem... I guess he heals up, but this doesn't seem very good for him. The hell is he playing for 0? He's a 0 mana Bless, oh my god, oh. Well... I would think it's just worth the jellyfish here. And then Frozen Touch will activate. Naturally. I'm not templing a whole lot, but I mean, the question is if we're really gonna be trying to win by killing him or just outvalue him when we know he wants to outvalue us. Just trying to actually That's the thing, is that maybe I should be tempoing harder. But we might win the value game too. It's totally possible, right? I just go 3 and 5, right? I don't hate giving him this that bad.
Next on the chopping block.
Who's next on the chopping block? Please stop copying my amulets, sir. It's not allowed. That's not allowed. You copied my click clocker. Imagine how good this card would be if it only copied class cards. Then it wouldn't copy Astalor. Literally garbage. Oh, thank God. I mean, this is bad for us, but I mean, it's better than him having an amulet from us. Here's a little weird thing, is like, do I actually Caligos before I have an amulet? Maybe you don't want a Caligos amulet because we actually just give him a better mass board clear, but I don't know. I also kind of want to use Frozen Touch. Just random. Yeah, thanks for the sub. I need to focus on this turn though. It's a lot of damage we could be putting phase. Yeah, this is like, the thing is, yeah, I don't really see how we can smork him. I think we have to go for value here, and we're probably, yeah, going like Frozen Touch to kill that. Boom. I guess I'm killing this. Maybe I just don't want this, actually. I probably should have... I should have traded this earlier. I don't want to give him that trade. Please Galbane. I'm a little bit afraid of the Nazar Drake. I'm a bit afraid of the spell damage. Showered Undeath and stuff. He has this thing, like... You'd be killing the undead and Showered Undeath would just annihilate you, right? That's a problem. Alright, do we do the thing now? I could also Frozen Touch Behemoth first. That might be better. It's good that we found one amulet to at least reduce the odds of this kecking us. I think I like... this here. It's not a terrible turn to rip this, it's just he has a lot of damage on board, right? So it's like... And I may try to go like double 5 first to see if we can eat a mass board clear that way. Unless he just swings the board back, then we don't really need to worry about that. We're way ahead in fatigue, by the way. Like, neither of us is running out of value anytime soon, and we're way winning fatigue. That might actually matter too. You know, he's trying to win by value, but like, unless he steals something really good from our deck, which he didn't, he got a fire sale, like... Okay, well now we have to play her. Okay, I don't think I want to give him either of these. I actually want Wildfire, right? Could also be a complete dud for him to get. Building. Ysera, Kazakhstan. Probably a 412, right? Just hard to deal with. Unless he has clean the scene. But it might get buffed anyway. Oh, actually, I want to save this in my hand so that he has a chance of eating it. So I'm not going to play this yet. That's a problem. Maybe. YoFX, thanks for the sub. Foul egg. Yo, Rango Champ with the raid. What is up? How was your stream? If you don't know Rango Champ, check him out. Raid Arena streamer. Holy shit, we're getting a... Okay, apparently we just lost. How do you randomly... He can still play a 0-mana spell. How do you randomly hit these two dragons? He got better dragons than we did, and we discovered ours. We were just clearly outplayed, chat. We'll hit something, right? I very much need something better than this, right? Excellent! Can I even prevent lethal? Probably, right? I'm not even sure if I can prevent lethal. No, I definitely can.
How perplexing.
Well, I mean, I have flurry, so of course I can, but... So we hope that the 12 gets hit. And I guess we go for this. Yeah, of course. Of course! It's like, oh, you haven't been fucked by RNG enough in the last 30 seconds. Let's also hit the miss the 1 in 4 to flurry the 12-12. Oh, he's gonna fatigue himself, though. We win? We're winning fatigue, chat. Look at how hard we're winning fatigue. 7 cards, 14. That's literally double. Like, this guy's gonna get completely wrecked here. We can totally live for like 12 turns until he dies to fatigue, right? We can totally live that long. We got him in the bag. This is so easy. His board doesn't look that tough. We got him exactly where we want him. He also has 0 mana spells. He doesn't have spells, right? It's fine. Everything is fine. Oh, our guys did. At least he doesn't have any bigger spells. Priest versus Mage. Yeah, I mean, we actually, unironically though, we had it completely under control until he played a fucking, Murozond. So maybe I was right that I should not have amuleted that, but... Wait, how much damage do we have here? I can't infuse this, though. There's just no way we can live here, right? Like, I mean, I could trade off everything, but, like, you might as well concede, right? It's just we only have, like, 8. We don't have enough damage to kill him, and, like... I don't know, like, the way to stay in this game, I guess, is to take, like, every value trade imaginable and just hope, right? But I can't do that. It doesn't reduce enough damage. Like, I have to kill this. I mean, my options are concede or do this. I guess I'll stay in the game. So we're technically alive, but we use like all of our value, right? So like we can't actually win. We had 26 potential. The thing was, is I think we actually had lethal if this was infused. But it wasn't. I think that was actually lethal. But it wasn't infused. Because I think we would have had enough mana too.
An empty pew for you and your guest.
You think it was still one off? Maybe. No, wait, I had... Well, I counted 21, but I don't even know if I was... Oh, no, I was including the ping, right? Yeah, it might have still been off. There might have been something weird you could have done with playing this and hoping that the, You could have hoped that this ate the hit out of the skeleton or something. Our opponent... I mean, this isn't even dumb, right? Kazakazan! It's gotta be the taunt, right? I guess. This doesn't do enough. More taunt? Okay, he has 27 here. We can remove a lot of damage here. I think we check where this goes first. I could kill this first. I don't know if that's a good or a bad hit. They always go face anyway, right? Apparently it's bugged. I was promised they always go face. I feel like playing this kills me, but I kind of have to, right? So otherwise I don't have enough damage.
Turning tides.
It's unfortunate, like we always win that game if he just doesn't high roll that amulet, right? The completely random amulet. Because that was just way too much tempo.
Celeste versus Jane.
8 mana 40/40. Yeah, what was it? It was a... No, it was more than that, right? No, it was about that. It was a 20/20 plus double 4/12 plus future mana cheat. It was effectively like a 4 mana... It was like a 4 mana effective 32/48 was actually what that was. Turns out when you play 80 stats for 4 mana, you tend to win. Who would have thought? You could coin this and hope he doesn't ping it, but he would just ping it, right? You would imagine. What's up, K-Bab? How you doing? What's the thing? I don't have a big problem with the whole. I don't even have a big problem with the whole like priest thing in general, but like, you know, Murozond would be one of those cards that if you were to, you know, pick cards that just shouldn't exist in Arena, just out of principle, like that would be like the top one. One of the top ones, right? Oh, you did a big power play? Oh, your opponent had a card that counters you for doing a power play that you could have never expected them to just have, right? It's like the ultimate of... And it's like, it's one thing in Arena. I mean, it's one thing in Constructed, because you expect, if it's a card that's played, you expect them to have it, right? So you would know to play around it, but in Arena, you don't expect to play around legendaries. So... And you were incorrect for playing around legendaries. So it makes it a lot worse. Because Murozond's the ultimate fuck you for playing cards type of cards. Some of the other priest cards feel bad too, because they're fuck you for having cards instead of fuck you for playing cards. Identity Theft is too cheap for what it does in Arena. Identity Theft is really strong, yeah. I should probably play Cold Case. I could also ping the shield and play Necrolite though. It's probably better actually. I want to bump here actually. Because yeah, the Identity Theft, the scouting of hand is so good. Right? That's like half the value of the card.
My dying breath is for this city.
Alright, then we'll take this discount. This is just like a Flame Strike, right? I can play Cold Case now, though. This is better than Flame Strike right now.
How perplexing.
And even this makes it better. It's true though that we cannot complain about Priest so much when we're doing the things that we've done with this deck. And we're still at only 5 and 2. So what's funny about Mage is that they do so many unfair things. In this meta, it's like... Mage isn't even that good, is the funny thing. Because Mage does like a lot of bullshit sometimes, but like it's not even the best class right now. It's the best class for an average player, but for a skilled player, Mage is not even good. It's like a maybe above average class. I'm not even sure that it is. Dude, I have so many board clears. Like, what do I even do? I should start using board clears, right? I guess. Dude, this is 8 damage. I'm kind of worried about that thing. Maybe I just Ruined Orb and Cold Case. Seems okay. Oh, more spells? That's what I need, right? I should probably... Oh no, I already have Jellyfish. I don't even need that. I guess I just... Okay. So still 7. And I can make it 8. Can I, Maybe they put too many spells into Arena, chat. Anyone think maybe there's too many spells in this mode now? You remember when you used to play Chillwind Yeti and be happy, chat? I feel like I just don't need this. I'll test face first in case. I don't know. Do I expect one to be counterspell? So I could try to trigger a counterspell, but obviously it would be counterproductive. I could just do this. What are they? They were both discovered, so one of them's counterspell, right?
Much to ponder.
Literally always one of them's counterspell. I believe one of them's counterspell. I regret everything, chat. At least we got a good RNG on it. Is there any reason to hold this? To play around a future counterspell? Do I have elementals? I have... Wait, are these elementals? No. I'm not going to play anything I get, so I'll just hold it, I guess. If you're forced to pick Death Knight, what's the best rune combo? Frost kind of sucks right now. The others are okay. You generally want to avoid Frost now, unless you... Like, you can still... If you get, like, Acolyte Death, especially, you can still kind of go Frost. Or the 1-mana weapon or something, but, like... It's not like you can't pick Frost, but generally you avoid Frost and you just try to get Blood and Unholy. Because, yeah, I used to be very pro Rainbow, but the thing is if you go Rainbow Death Knight, you just have worse cards than every other class. It used to be Rainbow was good because you had better cards just being Death Knight, but now just single rune Death Knight cards aren't going to win you games by themselves very often. And now you don't have the location hit either, so... It's probably, to actually win, you probably want to actually have access to, like, the Discovers. If you want to at least have a chance of hitting them and stuff. Really, the only thing you need to do is just hit a bunch of Viziers and stuff, because that's the only way you're actually going to win. To be completely honest. That's what you have to do to be able to get Frost Strike into Colossal and stuff like that. He's covering his card. Do you think this is a fake? Of course. Fuck.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Oh, I forgot that I didn't actually test for the other thing. I think I never get punished for any error I make. I should have tested for objection first, probably. Yeah, it was a fake disconnect. 100% fake disconnect. So... We don't have enough damage. But wait, we're actually really close. But we don't have quite enough. Oh, wait, I do? Do I have enough mana? Oh, I just kill him. Jellyfish, worm. Just lethal, right? Yeah, it's not even all that close. We will thank him for the fake disconnect. It's a good strategy, though. The fake disconnect is sometimes the strat. It's gonna turn out as a real disconnect, and the guy's like, "What the fuck, man?" Top leaderboard players should be showing a good example. I'm only didn't you know I'm only number 3 on the leaderboard now. Now I can just BM everyone. Only when I'm number 1. Bossy, thanks for the follow. We're actually up against a streamer now. Good old streamer mage mirrors. Oh dear.
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
We have a Naga, right? What do we... Oh no, I skipped the Naga because it was a legendary that I didn't take.
Can't go round, not go through.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Probably deep breath, right?
Things are better with some feta.
Okay, that's cool and all, but he's paying a hell of a lot to do that. It's probably worth just playing this. Because he took awful trades to even do that. It happened to play around our hand, which is a little bit annoying. But he might totally get a cheesemonger proc out of this now. We'll see if he can deal with the Scale Bane though. If he has an arcane overflow, we have a problem. For that reason. I was like gonna do my reflex snipe and then realized I don't really have to do that. Not against Isherwood. But okay, we got what we came for. That's probably a water elemental though, but probably have to do it.
What Sandy get you after I'm done?
See, I couldn't really deep breath because that was one off. But I'm pretty sure it's water elemental. The funny question is, do I just not bite on it? I don't really have to bite on it here, to be honest. Imagine if it's Visage and we just lose instantly. It's gonna be Visage, we're gonna lose interest. The funny thing is Ishwood would actually pick Visage. But I'm pretty sure it's water elemental. So yeah, we were talking about it earlier, the animation of that thing, I think it might have something to do with the frame rate setting here. I think you might have to have that to high. I didn't actually test Counterspell. Should I test Counterspell? I should probably test Counterspell, right? I can just shoot him in the face with Arcane Bolt. Oh, no, I can't do that, right? I'm like, hold up, I'm gonna play all my spells. No, I have to kill that first.
Join the spirits.
Okay. Just disregard my entire thought process there. No, it's like Isherwood, it's the same reason he went for the cheesemonger play. Like, he goes for kind of special plays. Now, I'm not using that in like any derogatory way. Like, he goes for things that are higher upside in general. And like, you know, like setting up a Visage against someone that just doesn't expect it, like that's totally his style. Which is good for this meta, too, because being like combo oriented is legitimately good. My last guide video that is in the title, like I talk about that, like you want to be like that. He might take Blizzard, but I don't really want Blizzard. Nice. I'm kind of surprised he gave me that. Nice. Do I want a jellyfish? I can get more damage that way. Can also make Frozen Touch free. It's an interesting one. I don't want to make this more expensive. Make it free, I guess. Don't need this. Alright. Go put him to 1. Yeah, it's like I could have... The jellyfish might have been the better pick here. I'm playing this as risky too in case he has a way to kill it, but I don't think he would. But put him to 1, how would you put him to 1? You had to like polymorph your own guy, right? And use all your burn. That's how you would that's how you would have done it, right? Doesn't have more burn, right? Oh, okay. I mean, I don't have a choice, right? Doing anything else would be illegal. No! Yeah. Okay. Just kill him next turn, right? He doesn't have to kill our guy though, which kind of sucks. Oh, I drew all his frost spells.
Out of my way, peasant.
Uh-oh. Alright, good thing we don't kill him is the problem. Oh no, we definitely kill him. We have a few different ways to kill him actually.
A dark deed to defy death.
Oh, that got a little scary there. And he had a super, super low curve deck. Spell damage. Yeah, I mean, we've already done the jellyfish lethal like twice, though. We had to diversify a little bit.
Water.
You can't just always go for the jellyfish lethal. You gotta mix it up, you know. More mage!
It seems my work isn't finished.
The possibilities are endless.
Let me put my... I have to put this in this coffee in the fridge to make an iced coffee.
I am here to live.
A fine purchase.
Okay, we don't have a turn 2, but we have a pretty much ideal curve after 2. We actually, wait, we don't even have 2 drops in this deck. I didn't even realize that we don't have a single actual 2 drop.
The exit is this way.
Surely that never screws with us, right?
Not entirely.
It's not like mages have spells. That's totally reasonable, right? Fuck. If I get a good 3 drop, I might do that. Ah, a good 3 drop. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I mean, I can try to let him set up Deathborn, but... I mean, he might have a Deathborn too, right? That's the issue. I think this seems okay. I don't like the kobolds. He looked at me wrong. Better remove his existence.
A dark deed to defy death. The more you struggle, the better.
Hmm. We may have a problem here. Alright, well, we're just gonna play this. We're just gonna go face, and he's never gonna be sus of anything, chat. Right? Okay, he's just gonna freeze this. I think we have a problem. Good, good. Yes, yes. Oh, fuck. Wait, why is he's going out of our way to set up our Deathborn for us? Like, look at this. Like, he's literally setting up Deathborn. Oh, he has Deathborn. Ah. Wait, how did he get a 4? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, aren't we just dead? We're just dead, right? Oh, well. I mean, it's not like I have another play here. Whoever Deathborn's first loses, not when your opponent is just dead. In that case, it doesn't hold. Rip arena run. But I mean, even if we didn't have the -5, we were still gonna die. Not sure if I could have done anything differently that game. I could have, like, I could have removed the Maze Guide immediately, right? Just removed damage, maybe. That was the only